Right, let's get some more work done on the shed. Right, so I think the first job is to make some doors for here. So I've already made some doors, I've already cut the slot in it, so we're going to put some trim on it. But the trim we're going to be using is red, so it matches the floor. Gemma's idea, I think it's going to look okay though, isn't it? So, always leave the join at the bottom. So you can't really see it then, can you, when the door's in operation? That looks alright, that, in red, with the red banding. So now we need to cut a hole or drill a hole or whatever to fit this style of hinge in it. I think it's like a 35mm hole, it bores into it, so let's cut those. So I think they look okay, don't they, for a cupboard? Some nice soft closed hinges. Just close themselves nicely. Very fancy. Right, what's next? Right, I've taken some measurements now for cupboards along there. Definitely gonna need more cupboards, aren't we? Use for aerosols and don't know, random stuff up there. Right, let's go to the workshop and knock some of these up.
Simon's handed me some squiggles and wants me to make some overhead cupboards for the shed. So let's see if we can decipher this. So I think the first thing on that list is the uprights for the overhead cupboards. So we've got our white 15mm MFC and we're going to trim it. Right, first job, cut loads of holes. Hold on. Safety spectacles. I'm gonna get shouted at for me lack of PPE. Just whip my hair back. Doesn't get tangled in the router. I'm gonna need a clamp, you know.
Lightning.
So just 7 more of them to make. It's got a stupid button on that. Right, so now our roof is angled, isn't it? Our roof angles back, so we need to cut angles on all the uprights. So we set the saw to the angle we need, hopefully. Yeah, let's give it a cut. Okay, so now that we've cut all of the angles on the top, and now we're going to set the height. So we want these overheads to be 500, so I'm set at 500. Let's get cutting.
Right, we've got all the pieces to the puzzle now. These are uprights of our angle cut, so let's check to see if these fit. Hope they do. Yeah, I think they fit good enough, don't they? Right, so to assemble this, obviously it'd be nice to have it in one big piecey pour, but I don't think we'll be able to manage that. So we've done it in 2 pieces. So here's our fronts, or here's our bottom of our shelves here. So we're now going to attach all the uprights to it. And then hopefully then we can lift that up, screw it in, and then we'll do the same with the other one. But what we want is a nice join in the middle. And then what we're going to do is put the trim on it afterwards, so it's one seamless trim. It'd be nice to have all the doors lined up, because I think we're going to be putting doors on the bottom here, and it'd be nice to have the doors lined up at the top. So they're all like, all the same dimensions anyway. Doors are going to be cut at 595, so. Right, so first what we need to do is match these. So we're going to match these together, so we're going to put biscuit joins in here. So when these come together, they sort of stay nice, and then when we put the trim on it, you might not even know. I don't know, we'll figure that out. It doesn't really matter, does it? It's a shed. Right, so biscuit join them first. So I'm going to say that we need about 3 biscuits in this. What do you reckon? I know somebody said that I was using too many a while back, but too many is better than too little. Right, so what we'll do now is just put like a little reference there, a little reference there. I'm sure Jem will clean this up later. Reference there. She's behind the camera looking at me all funny. Feels good. Yeah, that'll work. Right, so we'll line our little, very precise markup, little window there. And I think, yep. And that leaves us with a beautiful little groove we can knock them into later. Right, I'll do these ones and then we'll start putting the uprights on this. So we now need to do the boring job of putting all these little epoxy blocks on. We'll spare you of that though. Right, so we've got all the corner connectors and all these now. Start assembling. Right, so all Gemma needs to do now is like hold them up while I screw them on. Okay. Right, so what we're doing, we're making sticks to put underneath it to hold it up.
So that side's up. I don't understand how we're getting this side up and the biscuits in when there's no space.
Biscuits in. Sounds like biscuits.
So yeah, let's just see if this actually works.
Those are biscuits. There they are. Right, there's a problem with this table.
You can't see biscuits.
You can't see anything.
Oh, so you're... I thought we were going to put them in there and
Doesn't
then...
make any difference.
My brain just can't see the physics in it. There's no space.
Being negative,
no, but
isn't
there's
she?
no space to like lift it up and like slide it and then put the biscuits
So we've
in.
got levers. Oh, it's actually a clamp, but we're going to use that as a lever. Right, you ready?
Yes, as I'll ever be.
Okay. Right, so stay down. Right, now and start going up. Like that. Easy.
Okay, I didn't think
All this panicking. It's not like the most perfect of joints, but not like you have to sit and stare at it, do you, for ages? So, well, let's get this one screwed on. Yeah, good enough. A little bit here, a little bit there. It's a shed, Simon.
So last time I said I wasn't going to put doors along the bottom. And I think I said that because I think I was in a very tired and lazy mood. And I don't like the look of the storage boxes. So next job now is to get all of the doors done for the bottom and also for the top. So how we're doing the doors is the same white, just like this, with a red edge and trim.
Don't know why, because it was like after you saw my doors, my perfect, amazing doors, everyone went, yeah, it needs some doors. But what I said to her, well, if you want doors, you have to make them.
Okay, so let's go back to the workshop and make some doors. But before we do that, we need to put the trim all the way along the bottom of that cupboard.
Right, it's all screwed up. It's relatively straight, but it just follows the building. There's a slight curvature to it. Not bad though, is it? Right, as Gemma said earlier, now we're going to put this this trim on, and then we can do a test fit of our sample door. And Gemma's doing Meccano on the floor. So here's our sample doors. Here's one for the overhead cupboards. So let's see if she fits. Not bad. No way for now. I missed the light, which is good. I thought about the light. I didn't realise it was going to be that close, but good think about it. Right, so we need to put some more holes in here now. So we're using hinges, I call them like a semi-crank. So we used to use like 3 different kind of hinges. We used to use like flat ones, semi-cranks I used to call them, and the big crankies. Big crankies when you go like next to a wall. We use them on the doors over there. And then, yeah, so we're using the semi-cranks. Gemma's still doing Meccano.
I should have read the instructions.
She's built it 4 times, so she knows how to do it now. Where's my switches off? You have to be aggressive with that, otherwise it just sort of like sits there and it starts to burn it and smoke, so you don't want that really in this confined space. We do actually need some sort of ventilation or some heating system at some point in the future, so any good ideas about that?
Just open the door when you want some ventilation and close it when you want to stay warm.
Wise words there from Gemma Robbins. Not bad, not bad. Right, what we're going to do now is make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more of them. How many bottom drawers are there, Jem, you got to make?
10.
Doors, sorry, 10 doors along the bottom. Right, so we'll do a test fit now of a bottom door. Okay, so put the hinges on this one. Bit easy these ones because you've got something to rest against. I'm sure it works. Come on, don't be lazy. Close yourself. Right. Quick adjustment in. I think that's quite good.
we've got a little production line going on of making doors. Simon's doing all the cutting and the sanding, and I'm doing all the routering and trimming. So there is one door. The lovely red trim on it. You had to go red, didn't I, to match the floor. So we've got how many? Lots. 17, 18, 19. I had that many doors to make. So let's see how quick we can get these doors made and back to the workshop. So this T-trim doesn't like to bend around corners. So as you can see, we're in a corner and it just keep popping out. So the trick to it is cut a little groove on the inside of your T-trim. Like that. So now when we hammer it, goes round it really nice.
Good job. After watching Gemma do it, I do it slightly different.
Thing is, there is multiple ways of doing stuff with the same
but I've
results.
never actually watched Gemma do it. I don't think she's ever watched me do it, so that's weird though, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, both the same thing.
So we've always said that, there's more than one way to skin a cat.
To do anything in life.
You know, I'll do something completely different to how Simon does it, but then we'll do something completely different to how you do it at home. So it's like there's never one definitive way to do something. There's always workarounds. So it doesn't mean I'm wrong or Simon's wrong or I'm right and he's right or you're right or you're wrong. It's just we've all got different brains that work in different ways, haven't we?
It's about the end result.
I'm interested to know how you do it. So do you want to show me how you do it?
So it goes about that distance from. Got some silly cutters here at the moment, but so I basically parallel that with there like that. So I cut the centre of the radius and then bend that out that way, cut that, and cut that. Send that to, pull that nice and tight now there, work my way around the corner and then like that.
Wasn't really different, was it?
No, it was the sort of cut pattern, if that makes sense. So like, I go in the middle and then go cut to it in the corner. I don't know how you did it. You did it a bit.
I cut away from the corner.
Yeah, so it was just a bit different.
Okay, yeah, I get it now. But that might be because I'm like left-handed.
Yeah, she's a bit in reverse, isn't she?
Right, 2 doors down, a million more to go. Okay, so the next worst area in the shed
Yes.
is this bit.
So we need somewhere to put like welders, we've got like a bandsaw, we've got the TIG welder, and other stuff that's on wheels that we can pull out and use. So we need like a really high bench to basically take advantage of the top of all the welders and stuff. So that's what we're fitting next.
And we had loads of shelf brackets, so we thought we'd just use them.
Well, it is like a big shelf, isn't it?
Yeah. You proud of yourself?
Yeah. And what I've done, I've been smart. I know where the uprights are in the wall, so I've calculated, I've used a tape measure and everything.
Tape measure?
Yeah.
Wow. You know what you could put on the top? Like a mattress, and then you could live in here. This could be like your doghouse.
Yeah, I can have a sink here. I can have a sink. It looks like a kitchen. Does it look like a kitchen? Can have baked beans.
Oh, where's the kettle going, more importantly?
Plug there.
Okay. So if I get you a mattress
Yeah. Yeah, do that.
and the bottles of wee in, you could live in here.
Yeah, a little pot.
So I don't like pokey corners by a door where you can walk past. So give me back my tape.
I was just testing it for level.
At least everything will roll that way, not off. It's level there you go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut some corners. Got no sander either.
So this is the Meccano thing that Gemma was building.
It's just a cheap tool that I'm using.
There you go.
Does the job, doesn't it?
Beautiful. Right, so thanks for watching. This is probably the cleanest you're ever going to see this place. See you next time.